sure what to think of Malashov. I reckon it was a success. I can't bring myself to feel happy about it.
What's done is done. The devil got his ass kicked, the peasants still have a roof over their heads. And if it weren't for you, half our men who are now rotting beneath...
After what I went through in Skalitz, I couldn't just burn down people's homes.
Tell that to the dead. If only you'd let the devil do his job, there'd be a lot less of them. Look, I know you probably imagined yourself heroically saving the king and protecting innocents. And believe me, that's exactly what we're doing. It's just not as simple and honorable as we'd like it to be.
So, I'm back. How's it going? Have you got anything out of von Bergov?
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves up after the battle. We'll hear what Otto has to say tomorrow.
I'm as hungry as a wolf. Is von Bergov's interrogation starting soon?
Not yet. We need...
I'm sorry.
When's the last time I ate something? Slowly. Nice and slow. Easy, good horse. Whoa, whoa.
Silly doggy.
Is von Bergov's interrogation starting soon?
You came at the right time. We're just about to deal with him. And you can join in.
Welcome to Sukdal, Lord von Bergov. Despite the circumstances that brought you here.
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to what I had to endure from Zizka and Kunstadt, your good manners are a welcome change.
I'll do my best to make your, involuntary stay no more inconvenient than it has to be.
Aren't you being a bit too welcoming, Sir Peter?
Just what I was thinking. Fuck that bollocks! He's a captive, not some busty wench. He's only alive to squeal what he knows. It'd be quicker if I just beat it out of him.
Just a beating? What about breaking a finger or two? Or singeing the soles of his feet? We had first-hand experience of various methods in the Trotsky dungeon, didn't we?
Kurva, lad, that's not a bad idea. You know what? I'll tear out the last few hairs he has on his mangy head.
Instead of these pathetic threats, why do you not make me an offer? You do know that I am...
Shut your trap, Otto. Right now you're nothing. You lost most of your men at Rabos, and the rest croaked when we took Malashov. So what do you have left? A nice coat and a smug face.
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers? Or to have someone to take care of the running of conquered fortresses?
Shut up, damn it! We're asking the questions.
Really? Then why have I not heard a single one yet? And what a shame that is. I am a pragmatic man, and I'm sure we can work something out. But lay a hand on me, and you will not hear a single word.
This is unbelievable. He's lost everything, but he still thinks he can push us around.
Well, he's right, though. He is one of Sigismund's closest men.
You're buying that? He talks just like Jobst. When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday for all I care. But now we just don't have the time.
Jobst wants to come back here. After he got away from us by the skin of his teeth?
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army up close.
So it's true. I couldn't believe the Margrave had finally made a move. I thought he would never march into battle.
See? Fortune is turning her back on you people. A pragmatic man like you ought to recognize an opportunity. If you help us, the Margrave will remember you for it. And will also let bygones be bygones.
You're getting ahead of yourself a bit, boy. The crown is still firmly on Sigismund's head, and Jobst won't find it easy to wrest it of him. Although, I expect you people have no idea of the situation Sigismund is in right now.
Oh. What situation is he in, then?
In the shit, Lord Trotsnov. In the shit. So, a sensible person should seize every opportunity that presents itself. And I am eminently sensible. Lord Capon.
Yes?
When you came to Trotsky, you were carrying a message with an offer of an alliance from Lords Hanush and Radzik, were you not?
Exactly.
I think it is time I gave you my answer.
A wise decision, sir.
But suspicious. Why the sudden change of heart?
You think I'm some villain, don't you? But I've only ever wanted what is best, believe me. What is best for this country, for my loyal supporters, and, naturally, for myself. And I'm not ashamed of that. And it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. He's in trouble, both here and in Hungary. The army is not getting paid, morale is poor, and the Kuttenberg miners are rebelling, so the crown is running out of silver.
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the pigsty, eh?
Naturally. And together we can even set fire to this pigsty, as you put it. If you want my advice.
I'm all ears, sir.
The last straw Sigismund is grasping is the royal treasury at the Italian court. If he were to lose his silver, he wouldn't be able to pay his soldiers and would have to withdraw to Hungary.
We're supposed to rob the Italian court.
The most secure place in the town?
Of course. And while you're there, you can also free the lords captured at Raborz.
My father.
Lord Pisek, as the former mintmaster, you must surely know of some way to sneak in.
There is no way. The court's an impregnable fortress.
Really? What about tunneling in? There are hundreds of tunnels beneath the city, and if I'm not mistaken, one of them runs beneath the court.
That's total madness. There might be some passageway leading there, but no one knows those old tunnels now. Besides, they might collapse at any time. One could easily come to a bad end there.
But that can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk. What's with this tunnel?
There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels under the city. You'd have to dig from inside the treasury to find the one you want. And where they all lead to, God alone knows.
God and me.
Oh, pardon me, milady, but how would you know?
Not all young noble women devote their days to embroidery, Sir Peter. I look after Father's documents, and I know all about the plans of the passageways beneath our palace. St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Routards. So in the past we had a secret underground entrance built into its crypts, and St. James's is right next to the Italian court.
A handy escape route from the palace, eh? If you don't mind crawling through a tunnel, that is.
In short, you can theoretically walk directly from Routard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure. That is, after breaking through the walls that separate the crypt from the tunnel, and the tunnel from the cellars.
By Christ. It's worth a try.
That sounds almost too good to be true. And too easy. With a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court. What then?
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and it'll all be over.
So we need someone who can help us on the inside. Someone who'll distract the guards and lead us to the silver.
What about Ulrich Vavak? If we threaten him a little, he might help us.
Most importantly, he's got the Mintmaster's key. You'll need it to get to the silver. But I wouldn't advise you to rely on the help of that sycophant of Sigismund's.
Nor would I. Couldn't your brother help us instead, Lord Pisek?
Christian? He can be hard to deal with sometimes. He'd be taking a big risk, and besides, he doesn't have the Mintmaster's key to the treasury. I'm afraid Vavak's your only hope.
There is one other possibility.
Oh? What's that, Sir Otto?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here of a rare visitor from very far away.
Who? Do you mean... Surely not.
The very one.
What the fuck are you talking about? Speak clearly.
Well then, a papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome. He's coming to adjudicate the dispute about the new church.
What's that got to do with us?
Where would he be received except at the Italian court, along with his entourage? No one knows them, no one has ever seen them, and very few understand their language. They might as well be volunteering for you to take their place.
Well, bugger me. This is starting to sound fucking good.
What? What do you mean, take their place? Are we supposed to kill them, or what?
Why not?
Fuck. Jesus. Get a grip, fellas. Do you want to burn in hell?
Calm down. We'll just lock the Pope's lackey up for a bit, and once we've got the silver, we'll let him go again. No one gets hurt.
St. Joseph, cover thy ears.
Where will we find that legate?
He's staying in Loretz, at the vineyard. He's got the use of the whole place for himself and his escort. But I don't know how many there are.
Good. We'll send Catherine there to have a look.
And then we'll burst in there and cause a bit of a fuss, so he doesn't get any stupid ideas. And that'll be that.
Gentlemen, the legate is a man of the cloth, like me. I know Latin, and even a bit of Italian too, as it happens. I could explain to him what we need. Maybe we can persuade him to go along with it.
He'll tell us to kiss his arse, more likely.
Sir Hinek, never underestimate the power of sweet words. Especially when the listener has a knife at his throat.
It's true, none of us would be very convincing as an Italian cardinal. It'd be better if we made him take us with him, as his retinue.
All right, let's say we get inside with the legate. What then? What if he betrays us?
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight. Godwin will take care of that.
Me?
You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squealing, you'll hold a dagger to his ribs and ask him politely to play nice.
May God look the other way.
Meanwhile, the rest of us will have to deal with the guards inside, prepare the ground for digging, and open the treasury.
That's damned risky.
No one will be expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon, it'll all be over. And the whole place will be ours before they even notice.
But what do we do with the legate's real retinue?
Lock them up at the Devil's Den. One of our men can guard them there.
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering nonsense won't look out of place there in the slightest.
All right. I can't think of anything better anyway.
Agreed then. We'll try gentle persuasion to begin with. And now, to the task! Henry, you go to the town and squeeze anything that could help us out of Vavak.
Most importantly, get that key from him.
Then wait for us at Rotard Palace, where we'll set up our base. We'll get there first thing in the morning.
And how are you going to get inside? The palace will be closed and maybe guarded. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you, and break the gate down while you're at it.
That's true, milady. What do you suggest?
There's not only a passageway to the church, but also down to the river. I know it like the back of my hand. I could show Henry the way if you like.
No offense, my lady, but you'll be safer here.
She's coming with me. Nobody knows Rutgard Palace as well as Lady Rosa.
Do you want to get into the court? Then you need Rutgard Palace. You want Rutgard Palace? Then I'm coming along.
All right. Both of you are going to town. And no dawdling. You should be on the road tomorrow at the latest. Time is of the essence.
That's that then. Let's get to work.
It looks like the two of us will be going to Kuttenberg alone.
I can hardly wait.
Aren't you looking forward to going home?
When they captured Pa, Van Bergov's people came to Rutgard Palace.
Did they do anything to you?
No, I wasn't harmed. But before they took me away, they ransacked the place. Then Von Bergov just took me to Malashov. It's likely Vavak took our home for himself. He's always threatened to do that.
Well, you can try. When we free your father, Rutgard Palace will be yours again.
I hope so. But that's still far from certain.
How do we even get inside Rutgard Palace?
Like I said, through the underground.
Well, I suppose by now I ought to know you don't have back doors here. Just secret passages, eh?
You are in mining country, you know. There's more going on here below ground than above.
How will I find the entrance this time? From the position of some cross again?
No, I'll guide you this time. It's just below the walls. You only need to know where to turn.
Are you ready to go?
One more thing. Do you remember how I asked you to bring me my book from Malashov?
Well, how about that? I almost forgot. Here it is.
I'd lost all hope. Thank you. You carried it for quite a while. In that time, I would have read it twice over. Did you at least peruse a few of the pages?
Oh, sure. I read a little.
And what did you think?
The author doesn't spare anyone. I wonder if he holds anything at all sacred.
Sure he does. Courage, honor, loyalty. But others have already written enough about those. A writer is interested in what lies beneath the gilded veneer of orderliness and piety, because it's much more interesting.
Hold on. Who wrote this then?
I did.
You said you could teach me something.
If you ask nice...
Very well then.
That depends on what you're in, or if you prefer actions, but I can't write...
Shall we go?
There's no point in doubt.
All right, let's go.
Well, here we are. I'm not keen on going into that darkness.
Are you afraid?
Of the dark? Me? I'm not a little girl. But God knows what we'll find inside. Especially at the far end.
I'll be with you. If anything happens, just stay behind me and...
Ah, my hero! But since I'm the one who knows the way, I'll be going first. Usually there's only a small trickle running through here. The water must have risen.
I'll be careful not to fall into the water. Those servants might think there's a water sprite crawling out of their cellar.
Most of them have known me since I was a little girl, and they're not easily frightened. Do you have any idea how many times they had to wash, dress and groom me to make me presentable to my father? I mean, when I was little, of course. Oof, startled me. Anyway, what's Lord Capon's problem with underground passageways? When I mentioned it at Sukdol, he looked like he was about to faint.
It's no laughing matter. At Nabokov, he was buried under the rubble when von Burgov's men blasted the tower. He was screaming for help. He thought he was going to die there. None of us could help.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Damn, I didn't count on it being so deep.
Is something the matter?
There's a bit of a knack. Come here. This is going to be a bit difficult.
Everything all right?
No. Don't you see how deep it is ahead of us?
Well, so what? It's hardly more than knee deep.
That may be so, but a courteous man should offer to help a lady.
Well, what's to be done? I'll carry you over.
Maybe there is something knightly about you, after all. Well, you said it was hardly knee-deep. This is not how one carries a lady, you barbarian.
Maybe not in Kuttenberg, but it's how we did it in Skalitz.
But it's not very comfortable.
Ah, just grin and bear it, my lady. We're almost there.
Oof, I don't think you'd be welcome at a royal court. But I am dry, so I thank you.
I hear voices. Looks like we've got company. And not welcome company, I reckon.
Look at all this mess. I can hardly recognize this place.
This doesn't look like the work of Avak's people. More like city rabble and beggars.
They're acting like they own the place. If Pa were to see this, we must get rid of them.
What do you mean, get rid of them?
You killed most of von Bergov's garrison at Malashov, and now you want me to tell you what to do?
My. How quickly Lady Rosa can change her mind. What's the difference between those ragamuffins upstairs and the villagers at Malashov, eh?
But this is our home. Our property. They have no right.
Folk who have nowhere to lay their heads and nothing to eat aren't much interested in the troubles of the rich. They just seize the opportunity.
You're right. But they can't stay here either. They'd give us away.
So you want me to get rid of them? But what will you do? I'm responsible for keeping you safe.
Don't you worry. You don't have to hold my hand in my own home. Do you see this ivy here? It goes all the way up to the window of my chamber. That's where I keep my crossbow. I bet that riffraff didn't find it. If I climb up there, I can cover you from above. Just in case.
If you say so. But if anything happens, hide. Got it?
All right. Now turn around so you can't see up my skirt.
All right then. Here we go. I hope Rosa can aim well.
Let's play another game. You got that? Who let you in here, fucker? He must be deaf.
And damn on top of it.
Ah! You're a dead man.
Sakra! Rosa? Could you... Rosa!
Useless!
We gotta got you, you whore son!
Do it.
Useless!
I'm hit. Show your stuff.
You want to...
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp. fucker. You didn't see that coming, eh?
What do you want?
You're no match for us.
Useless.
I'm all yours.
Let him quit. Kill him.
Fuck you, whore son.
Are you all right?
I am. For now. Are you all right, Henry? I think I hit one too.
You're a good shot. Capon and Kabianka wouldn't believe their eyes.
Thanks.
Is something wrong?
Someone's trying to break through the door.
Oh, damn it. I'll be there in a moment.
Be careful.
Load your crossbow, and if they get inside before I get there, shoot them.
I barricaded the door. I'm sure I can hold out for a while.
What a mess.
You? You want to try? What was that? Hmm?
Rosa? It's me.
Henry, are you all right?
I'm in one piece.
Are they gone? All of them?
Aye. It's over.
All right. I'll let you in. You can come in now.
So, here we are. Welcome home.
It doesn't feel much like home anymore. They were behaving like animals in here.
Don't worry about the mess. Our boys will happily clean up once they get here. We owe you that.
The mess is the last thing on my mind. There was my mother's silver, my brother's hunting trophies, and my books. It's all gone.
Right. We've got a lot of work to do. But we'll get there. You'll see. We have to. There's a lot at stake.
That's true. You know, Henry, I want to ask you something. And I want an honest answer, all right? If everything were to go wrong at the Italian court and, God forbid, you had to choose, would you still try to rescue my father, even if it meant putting stealing the silver in jeopardy?
The lives of allies are obviously the most valuable asset to us. Without their support, the silver would be useless anyway.
Not to mention, it wouldn't last you very long anyway.
Don't worry. We'll either leave the Italian court with the lords, or...
Or not at all.
If our plan succeeds and your father is freed, do you know what will come next?
I try not to think about it.
Why? That's why you're helping us, isn't it?
If you get the king's silver, my father and I will have to hide. Leave the region, go somewhere out of Sigismund's men's reach, and you and I will have to part ways.
I won't let you go away. Even if I have to fight with your father, Zizka, and the devil.
Is that so?
I'll even tell Sigismund. Run back to Hungary. This girl is staying here.
That all sounds very nice, but there's nothing left here anyway. We've lost everything. Oh well, there's no use in crying over spilled milk. Zizka's herd will be here tomorrow. I'd like to get some sleep before then. Would you please leave me alone?
All right. I'll keep watch downstairs.
What about Vabak? You were supposed to go and see him today.
I was, but that was before we knew what to expect here. I can't leave you alone now, so it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Thank you. And you get some sleep too, so you're rested up for it.
Left no stone unturned. Oh, Christ. Oh, is it morning already? Zizka and the others will most likely be here by now. I should go and have a look.
Greetings, friend. Would you care for...
But I can't say I've ever thought to myself, aye, this...
I see you're already here. How was the journey? Did you run into any trouble?
No, it actually went quite well. Brabant wouldn't shut up, though. Credit where credit's due. He really helped in Malishov. That hit to the gate came at just the right time. And we'd have dropped like flies if not for his men. But sometimes, I feel like letting something blow up next to my head, too. Just so as not to have to listen to him for a while. I'd be more interested in hearing what happened here yesterday. When we got here, it was like a pigsty.
Some local beggars set up a lair in here. We had to get rid of them somehow.
What about Rosa? Doesn't she regret coming too?
I'm lucky she was here with me. That shot fella in the courtyard, her handiwork.
Really? Nice shot. Anyway, I told the men to get rid of the bodies and clean up the place a little. Hope the lady won't mind.
Quite the contrary, I think.
How did it go with Vavak, anyway?
Well, after everything that happened, I didn't want to leave Rosa here by herself. I'll have to go and see him now.
I understand. But go and see him as soon as possible. We won't get anywhere without his Mintmaster's key.
Your hand cannons have done us more harm than good.
But we shot that mare beautifully. The devil himself couldn't have aimed any better, and he's skilled with hand cannons.
How long have you been a warrior?
I was supposed to be a carpenter, but the job wasn't for me. Most of the time I couldn't even hit the chisel with my mallet. Then I lost my master's money playing dice, so I had to run away. Then I came across a group of mercenaries, and they hired me. Once I got a taste of money, I chose to stay. So, it's been a while now.
Who taught you how to fight?
No one. I was absolutely awful. But I could drink their command under the table, so they let me stay with them. I learned the rest as I went along.
That commander, was it the devil?
No. I only met the devil later, with another band. I've been through several. Once they stop paying, or you run out of things to steal, it's best to go and try your luck elsewhere.
That's exactly what happened when they captured the devil, isn't it? The band broke up.
More or less, but I think he understands. You see? That's mercenary honor.
What honor?
Exactly. There is none.
That be right? Salvation cannot be for sale.
Not a soul around. Very odd.
What the? Henry? How the hell did you get in here?
I have my ways.
All right then. Keep your secrets.
What are you doing here?
I could be asking you the same thing. But I've got a different question. How much did they pay you to tell them about the mint?
Vivek was stealing from the town.
And I could happily continue if you weren't such an honest idiot. Instead of which, I was almost caught and hanged. Fanush, Milosh, come here. Defend yourself. Or don't. At least it'll be easier.
I'll rip your ass open! Do it! They're gonna gut you, you whore son! Take that fucker out! Show your stuff! Go fuck yourself! What do you want? I'll rip your ass open! Show your stuff! I've been waiting for you. I'll rip your ass open. Do it. Oh, Christ. I've been waiting for you. No. You want to try me? Show what you're made of. Fucking hell. Hi! Get him! Bastard! What the? Die, you swine! Hi! Get him! Take that! You're no match for us, fucker!
you! Oh! Oh!
Hi! Don't dare bleed to death before I... Ah!
Don't dare bleed.
Good morning, Henry.
Not a soul around. Very odd.
What the? How the hell did...
What are you?
I could be Ham.
Vivek was...
And I, Fanush, defend you. Ha! Here! Here! Go to hell! Here!
What do you want?
Show what you're made of. Here! Here! Wanker! Bad luck!
Well, that really is disgusting. Fuck you, Vavak, wherever you are.
God be with you, Henri.
I was at the Mint Master's place.
Hold on. Everybody should be hearing this. Well, how did it go? Do you have the key?
Aye, I've got it. But it stinks a bit.
Quel puanteur! Put it away unless you want to see my breakfast.
And what about the Mint Master? Will he help us out?
Vavak has disappeared. I found the key in his house, but I also met Christian of Pisek there. He tried to kill me.
Good thing he didn't succeed. How did that end up?
He's dead.
At least he won't rat on us.
The main thing was to get the key, and we did. What's worse is that we don't have anyone inside the court. Well, can't be helped. Let's get to the point. We must have everything ready before Catherine returns from Loretz, especially the way through to the court.
I should say so. If I'm going to send my men, I have to know exactly where the way through is to be made.
That'll be your job, Henry. And Brabant's going with you.
Excuse-moi? Why should I?
Because you've been telling us you know the Kuttenberg underground like the back of your hand.
And I do, but not firsthand. Only from mind maps and drawings. Nobody will let men of my standing enter those moldy shafts.
What exactly are we supposed to do in that cellar?
Get as far as you can, and mark the spot where Brabant's men will start digging.
I see. Why do I feel like that sounds a bit too easy?
Well, we have no idea what's really down there, so you better have a weapon handy.
Come now. Surely you do not mean...
Rutard's daughter will tell you more. She came up with this part of the plan.
Where are the others, anyway? Kubienka, Ada, and Janos.
They heard there was work to be done, so... they left à l'anglaise.
But you do the work of 3, eh? At least with your mouth.
They're getting some wagons so we can move the silver. If Pisak wasn't lying, there's quite a hole there.
If Brabant doesn't want to go into the tunnels, I'll go with someone else.
With Ruthar's daughter, eh? One night wasn't enough for you.
I meant with somebody like Sam. He knows his way around the town underground too.
Oui. That is a good idea.
Why not? Maybe the cold down there will cool his hot head.
What will you lot do in the meantime?
We'll be doing the planning. We've got to bring those captured Italians to the Devil's Den somehow. They'll just sit tight till we give them back their legate, and then we'll let them all go.
The main thing is keeping Godwin away from the booze. Or we'll have no way of talking to the gents from Rome.
Say, Godwin, how are things back at home? In Rattay? It's been a while since me and
I'm gonna go explore the underground path.
What exactly would you like to know?
What was the tunnel to the crypt used for?
It's a safe route for anyone who wants to disappear undetected. Just like the one we took to get here.
Has anyone ever used it?
No one that I know of. The servants used it to dispose of waste.
Waste? What kind?
It leads from the kitchen, so I'm sure you can imagine. Bones, scraps, slops.
Oh, wonderful.
They run under most... Some are remnants of the original mine gallery, but other parts are much more recent. So far, only the
Well, the church is...
Right.
Tell me more about...
It's been abandoned for years, but...
That's a very strange...
My father said King Wenceslas had... He just didn't...
what?
We need to find and mark the point where the crypt will... When we break through the wall, only a thin partition will be between us and the cellars of the Italian court.
But how will I know I've found the right place?
You can tell if there's a cavity behind the wall by the sound it makes. The gallery is also damp, so the spot might be a different color.
So, I'll be knocking on the walls in the dark and looking to see if any is a different shade.
Well, yes. Pretty much.
Thanks for the advice. Anything else I should know?
You'd better hold your nose and look before your feet when you enter.
All right then. I'll try.
In Rattay. It's been a while since me and Henry left.
Well, you picked the right one to ask. I didn't stay there much longer than you did. I was hurt.
It appears we're supposed to go and mark the path for carrying out the silver.
I thought you were going with Brabant. He boasted that he knows those passageways.
Brabant backed out of it.
Perhaps he was afraid to soil that fancy coat of his.
Or he was just lying again. Well, are we ready to go and take a look underground?
Absolutely. Where is the entrance anyway?
In the kitchen.
That's a promising start. Let us go. Pho, that smell. How long have they been throwing shit down here? It is nearly up to my knees. Perish. Ah, and it's bloody slippery. Ugh. The nerve of Jiska and Dry Devil. I give them coin, and they send me to wade through shit. Stay close to me. The path might branch off somewhere. We would not want you to get lost.
Has that ever happened to you? Getting lost underground?
Some older boys dragged me into a mine once, and I got lost. I did not find my way out until the night. When Mame saw me, she nearly killed me. This poor soul must have been here a long time. Well, well, well. Somebody stashed some shunt down here.
Easy for you to say. I don't want my fingers getting stuck inside. So don't be an idiot. Try a little harder. I'm hungry. Me too. But we'll have to stay here a little longer. So get on with it. Go over! Go over! What the? I'll get you. Get you up on one man.
No. This is not it. It must be somewhere else. It does not go any further, so it has to be around here somewhere. Take a look around. Keep your eyes peeled so we do not have to stay here all night.
Aye, that sounds different. We have it.
Keep your eyes peeled so we do not have to stay here all night.
That might do it.
Come, let us go back. Have you ever been to Kuttenberg? Before all this, I mean.
A long time ago. With Martin.
Is that so?
Aye. He was here on business and brought me along as help. But I didn't see much. Martin met with a customer in the morning, and we drove back home in the evening.
Perhaps we passed on the street and did not even know it.
Henry, good morning.
Good morning to you too.
Have a good day.
Sam and I walked through the cellar as far as we could, and marked the spot where we should dig.
Well done. Brabant has found some men in the meantime. He may refuse to go down tunnels, but he does have his uses. Considering how much coin he promised them all, I reckon they'll do everything they can to make sure we get out alive. Oh, and while we're on the subject, take this. You've done a lot of good work. You deserve it.
What now then? Have you come up with a way to get to the legate and persuade him to take us to the Italian court?
I should say so. Hey, listen up, all of you. You're done for today, but get plenty of sleep. We'll chase you from your beds early in the morning.
Oh, is that really necessary?
It is. We'll be riding to Loretz.
Cardinal Pozzo goes to bed with the chickens and gets up before the crack of dawn. After the morning prayer, he eats breakfast together with his retinue, and no one is allowed to disturb them. Most regular folks are asleep at that time, so everything should be nice and quiet when you pay him a visit.
If we don't persuade him to get us into the Italian court, we're fucked. So don't do anything stupid, right?
Should we be prepared for a fight?
That shouldn't be necessary. Godwin insisted he'll sort things out peacefully with the Cardinal. I reckon we'll have to twist his arm a bit. And while Godwin's persuading His Eminence to put on a show with us at the Italian court, the Devil, Janosch, Kubienka, and Ada will take his retinue away to the Devil's Den.
Hagen and Urso will be waiting for us there to keep them under guard.
So what exactly am I supposed to do?
Like I said, stand beside Godwin looking mean. With a bit of luck, that'll be enough.
Exactly. No killing.
Is everyone going there?
Everyone except Capon, Brabant, Catherine, and Rosa.
What? Am I just supposed to sit on my ass with the women?
At least you'll get your beauty sleep. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
You said Pozzo has a band of soldiers with him. Wouldn't it be better if we all went?
And leave this place unguarded? That's too risky. Someone has to keep watch in case any uninvited guests come snooping around.
That stands to reason. We cannot leave ces belles dames alone.
Oh. All right then.
All right. Let's get to work.
Report to me tomorrow morning, is that clear?
Can we go to Lorette's now?
I reckon it's too late now, eh? We have to leave before the crack of dawn tomorrow, while it's still dark, understand?
Buono il pollo, eminenza. Così così, eh? Il cibo da queste parti fa un po' cagare. Ma che diavolo? Come cazzo vi permettete? Eh?
Sit the fuck down.
Nos non... Oh, fuck. Nos non quer... Vos nos... Vos non vulnerabo. Nobis est petitio. No. Proposal. Ragazio. Ita. Ragazio.
Can you cut it short?
Fuck! Don't interrupt! Latin is tough when you're sober.
Ah! Fucking hell!
Andiamo! Forza! After them! They mustn't get away!
Ti ucciderò!
Quick! Quick!
Più veloce! Fate qualcosa!
Quick!
Più veloce! Spara!
Go!
Stai attento!
Down!
Stai attento! Gara te Gozuke! Più veloce!
Down!
Più veloce! Vieni, ucieka! Stai attento!
Ka!
Più veloce!
Quick! Go! Quick! Da! Go! Quick! Go!
Ti ucciderò!
Go!
Spara!
Go!
Come
on! Quick!
Szybciej! No jest to, kurwynec! Ti ucciderò!
Come on!
Ti ucciderò!
Già!
Stai attento!
Quick!
Figlio di puttana! Stai attento!
Già! Go!
Figlio di puttana!
Quick!
Spara!
Forza, più veloce!
Già!
Stai attento!
Go!
Fate qualcosa!
Già!
Ti ucciderò!
Già!
Forza, più veloce!
Quick!
Ti ucciderò!
Oh, per un pelo!
Tienti, uccica!
Quick! Già!
Per un pelo!
Tienti, uccica!
Just a bit further! Quick! Keep it up!
Tienti, uccica!
Go!
No!
Già!
Hey up, lad. Keeping all right, are you?
Well, do your best, don't you? That's all you can do, really, isn't it?
Guess in these times, no.
Yeah.
Not sure about who's keeping these roads. No
Mm.
one looks after them, you know.
My words exactly. I mean, no one gives a damn until some noble rides along. And then he's surprised.
That way!
Per amor di Dio, mi lascia in pace. Io sono un uomo di chiesa, capite? Non ho fatto nulla. Misericordiosa Vergine Maria! Cosa vi
Santi curva con gambe!
Aiuto!
Right, let's see him.
Nie chciał zamknąć gęby, to dostał. Nic mu nie jest lekko otumaniony. No przecież lekko dostał z bańki, no leciutko.
You've killed him.
No przecież nic mu nie zrobiłem.
You fucking killed him, you great Polish ox! You are going straight to hell for that. That's right, hell! And all those horned demons there will be taking turns with you. You just wait. They're gonna be fighting over your Polish arse.
Przecież nie chciałem, no! Boże, czemu dałeś mi tak tępy łeb?
Strip them, or their clothes get even more soaked in blood. You can undress His Eminence here.
Me?
Why? Because you're the legate now.
Well, that didn't really work out. What are we gonna do now?
You heard, didn't you? We'll get rid of the bodies, get Godwin dressed up, and hope his Legate Act fools the Church Council. It's too late to back out now.
Another plan that'll fall apart at the first opportunity? I ought to be used to it by now.
You know where you can shove that kind of talk. My plans were always foolproof. Till I met you.
Let's get out of here.
Agreed. Our business here is concluded.
Are you going back to Ruthar Palace?
Aye. We have to wash the clothes, get Godwin into them, and hope we don't all end up on the gallows. We still have some time, so if there's something you need to do elsewhere, feel free. I have the feeling there won't be time for anything else once we get started.
I'll go with you.
Fine. But what I said stands. This is the last chance to tie up loose ends. Are you sure?
All right. I'll